We did a little rebrand to the podcast, so instead of it being called Magical Moments, it's now called Alchemy in Action. I really wanted something to reflect the deep work that I'm committed to for the rest of my life. And although it is my life's mission to make every moment magical, I do this through alchemy. So I feel like alchemy is at the core of everything else I desire. And I wanted to bring you all on this journey with me to really embodying these alchemical teachings, because this is really how we access these higher levels of esoteric knowledge, so we can elevate our own consciousness and create unity consciousness for all, which is really what I believe is the purpose of life. So today we're going to touch upon the definition of alchemy, the Magnum Opus and an alchemist's 4 stages of the great work, how to unlock the philosopher's stone, why alchemy is the key to awakening a sleeping soul, and how alchemy is the process of piecing together any fragmentations a soul has gone through either from past lives or trauma it has incurred from this lifetime. And therefore, we become fully embodied in our spiritual essence and our divine expression, which is our birthright. So we've got some juicy things to cover. So the process of alchemy is the ability to transform anything into love. You'll hear people often say, I want to release this from my being. What they're really doing is just relocating the thing to another timeline or another part of their body. And what they really want to do is understand whatever's coming up for them, accept the shadow side of that and whatever it is that they're repressing, then integrate it into their being and have it become a part of them. That's how you transform an emotion into love. So let's say that you're going through a heartbreak. Then you would understand the grief, accept all the emotions associated with it, the pain of losing someone. Maybe codependency arises, or maybe you have feelings of being isolated or alone. Allow yourself the permission to move through these states without judgment and definitely without repressing, because whatever you repress, the body still holds on to. So you can't ever run from your shadow. That's why it's connected to you. Once you truly accept these emotions, they become a part of you, and you have now claimed this experience fully by addressing its impact on your life. This is how you transform heaviness into light or your shadows into love. In alchemy, you'll hear a lot about the philosopher's stone. It's also a Harry Potter book for good reason. Alchemists describe the creation of the philosopher's stone as a 4-step process, and it's often referred to as the great work or the Magnum Opus. These stages include nigredo, which is a blackening or a dissolution. This is the descent into darkness. This is where you would feel confusion, despair, or feeling lost. It involves the breaking down of old beliefs, ego structures, and attachments. It's intense introspection and self-examination. Then we have albedo, the whitening or purification process. This stage involves purification and receiving lots of clarity. So you're cleansing the psyche and shedding old emotional baggage and limiting beliefs. You might be going to therapy, practicing meditation, or journaling to release negative emotions and gain new insights related to them. There's a sense of lightness or inner peace at this stage. Then you have sintrenidas, which is the yellowing or the spiritualization process. In this stage, a person starts to integrate their insights and experiences into their daily life. This is the spiritualization of their being, where they align more closely with their higher self and their purpose. They start regular spiritual practices like meditation, mindfulness, yoga, real prayer, which helps them connect to their higher selves and to the divine. They have a heightened intuition, and their actions and decisions become more aligned with their spiritual values and a higher purpose. Then you have rubedo, which is the reddening or unification process. This is the final stage, which represents the complete integration of a person's spiritual and material aspects. So this brings a state of harmony, balance, and enlightenment. Now the person lives more authentically. They embody their true self in all aspects of their life. They're more fulfilled and they feel called to share their wisdom with others. So once a person has gone through multiple of these cycles of the great work, or of these 4 stages, the result is that they unlock the philosopher's stone, which is the power to transmute anything into gold or into love. The philosopher's stone was often known as the elixir of life, granting a true seeker immortality. It's known as the unity of opposites, so merging the masculine and feminine into one, along with the marriage of spiritual and material realms. It's connected to the emerald tablets, which are alchemical teachings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, and they hold the secrets of nature and the cosmos that help us master this physical world. But most importantly, the philosopher's stone is the key to access accessing the divine. And you do this through an awakened heart center. Within the Eastern religions, specifically Hinduism, the concept of chakras in the heart center, they consider the heart chakra to be the bridge to higher consciousness. This is because you can't attain higher consciousness without activating the heart. The heart connects you to unconditional love, compassion, and spiritual balance, leading to a deeper connection with oneself, others, and a greater sense of harmony and peace overall. This heart-centeredness grounds you and reminds you that you are nature. It's the over-identification with the mind that gets us trapped in our egos and overthinking, so we never fully end up living from the heart. So we really need to be healing past wounds and forgiving people and transforming pain into love. That is the work. The heart is connected to the luminous energy field. This is an energy field that surrounds us and penetrates the physical body. It's the blueprint that informs the health and energy of a person. So it's influenced by our thoughts, emotions, experiences, which all impact our overall well-being. So how do you clear the energy around you? First of all, you work on your emotional body. You work on the thoughts that you think. You clear this also through energy clearing, chakra balancing, soul retrieval with shamans, love, compassion, and having emotional stability. So we unlock the magic of the philosopher's stone by activating our heart, which will lead you to speaking your truth, embodying your authentic energy, receiving downloads from the divine, and becoming a messenger and a vessel through which the universe can work through you to accomplish its mission, for higher energy to thrive on this planet. There's a creator called the Alchemist, Sarah Eckeldy, I believe that's how you pronounce it, which is where I'm learning a lot of this divine information. She calls alchemy the salvation of the soul, and says alchemy is the relationship between consciousness and matter. It's the relationship between nature and art. She says alchemy is spiritualized matter and materialized spirit. And what I think about when she says this is materialized spirit. I think about songs that have been materialized as wave frequencies in this realm forever. I think about paintings that show and evoke the beautiful spiritual essence of a soul. And then when she says spiritualized matter, I think about blessing all of your items through spiritual prayer, speaking over everything that you own and blessing it spiritually. So that's just my interpretation of it. But she does make the correlation between art and consciousness and says that it's our duty to produce art for this planet. It's how we will activate higher consciousness here, because the creation process puts us in a parasympathetic state, which calms the nervous system, allowing us to channel this divine information. The Alchemist, Sarah Eckeldy, talks about spiritual amnesia and how it's the result of being glued to matter, aka being consumed by your current 3D circumstances and what's right in front of you. We must remember that we are quantum beings and we're always shifting timelines from moment to moment. Alchemy is the key to awakening a sleeping soul because it reminds you that you're not glued to a certain timeline. Your experiences do not define you. Your past does not crystallize your present or your future. Time is not linear. It's all happening right now. You can change the past through meditation and healing memories. You can change the present by changing your emotional state, your vibration, your thoughts, your feelings, your speech, and your actions. And this inevitably changes your future. Every single decision you make right now alters your future. And the more conscious you are in this moment, the more choice you have in future moments. So it doesn't serve you to be ignorant. It impairs your free will, actually. If you can truly embark on this journey knowing that every experience you've had up until this point has been an attempt at awakening you to your own patterns, karma, beliefs, habits, then you can start transforming all of your experiences into love through accepting them, understanding them, integrating them, and then embodying them moving forward. Being proud at the experiences that have shaped you. Because if you have any regret, then there's a disconnect between loving yourself in this present moment. Can you really fully love yourself if you regret the actions that you've taken? You reactivate your soul essence when you lead with the heart. So start expressing yourself creatively, listening to your heart's impulses, forgiving yourself and forgiving others, and loving yourself deeply, having empathy for yourself and others, and embracing exactly where you are at this moment on your journey. This is pure alchemy. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it is 1000% worth it, because the gold at the end of the rainbow is your awakened higher state of consciousness and the connection of all of humanity. So I hope this has inspired you to take this alchemical journey with me, and I will see you for the next one.